Hello friends, I welcome you to my channel Movie Recap in English. So let's start. The name of the movie. Morbius 2022. As soon as our movie starts, we see a city. We see a helicopter from inside which Dr. Malva Morbius descends there with some of his companions, reaching a hill where certain types of bats are found. Used to go inside them more power than the rest, as well as they used to be very big in size. They were called vampire bats. After this, Morbius makes a cut on his hand. Due to the smell of this blood, bats start getting attracted to him, and this scene gets cut after this. After this, the story goes back 25 years. Here we are shown young Morbius, which is a handicap at the moment, and it has trouble walking and in the hospital where Morbius is located. After some time, another boy is entered in the same room. His name is Loxius. In the meeting of these two, they become a good friendship with both of them, and this is where Morbius takes her name Milo. In fact, both of them had the same disease, i.e. physical disability, as well as problem in walking and the same red blood disease as there. And there was also a doctor to take care of here, whose name was M. Nicholas. Along with being doctors, both of them had good guides, who used to take care of both of them all the time. Here we come to know one more thing, that due to Morbius' disease, he was very intelligent in studies. Hence Mobius is looking at his intelligence. He is sent to study in the USA. After studying for many years in a special school, he later becomes a respected doctor and invents synthetic blood, with the help of which he saved many lives. And due to synthetic blood, he gets the Nobel Prize. One day Morbius was working in his lab. His lab was in New York City, America. His lab name was Horizon Live, where he was with Martian. Basically, Morbius was working with Martian to cure blood dishes for years. Has been doing some experiments today. Finally, after many years of hard work, he found a small way in which he mixes vampire bats' DNA with human DNA, and both of them help prepare a serum. Morbius believed that serum will eliminate physical disability. After completing this experiment, he goes to share the good news with his best friend Milo. We can see Milo, who used to belong from a good family, and the special thing was that till date Morbius has done his big experiments, had funded all of them. He tells Milo that he has created a serum that will help him reduce his physical disability. But that experiment may turn out to be dangerous, so will go far to do it. After this, the scene shifts to International Voter, where with the help of a ship, Morbius takes Martin along with some hired goons to complete his experiment, and in the middle of the sea it was time now when Michael took his own life. The experiment was about to be done on his own, where Martin injects that serum into Morbius' body, but here the opposite reaction is seen. Gradually the human body starts turning into a predator. Morbius's condition deteriorates completely. This is where Morbius turns from a human to a vampire. The whole process was painful and there was turmoil everywhere. That's why all those people get alert about their guns, and when Morbius comes in front of them, seeing all this, they get scared, and on the contrary they start firing guns on the same. At this time Morbius, who became a vampire, was not in his control at all. His strength had increased 100 times, his power of hearing and understanding and super fastness and super stand in him. Morbius took all those present there, using which had come, kills cows and kills them and consumes all their blood from their bodies. There was also Martin, who had fainted during the accident, and the next day when Morbius regains consciousness he sees that all the people have been killed. And when he checks the CCTV footage, he himself knows that he should not be caught by the police. So he deletes the CCTV footage there, but his best friend Martin needed proper treatment, and when the police come over there, Martin takes Martin with him to do the investigation. Morbius should not be caught anywhere, so already runs away from there. Morbius reaches his lab. Here tries different things to get his strange and power. Along with checking his power, he also comes to know that he would need human blood to survive. If he won't consume the blood, so again it will become as before, that is, it will come back in the same old body. But now Dr. Michael Morbius is a good person. He did not want to sacrifice the lives of others for himself, so he starts using the synthetic blood made by him. But after some time of using it, it is released to him that synthetic blood gives him a limit of up to 6 hours, i.e. every 6 hours he has to consume blood. If he consumes this blood on regular basis, his too much limit will be reduced, and a time will come like this, and synthetic blood will not work for his body at all, and he will have to get down to consume human blood again. And now slowly, Morbius was beginning to know about himself. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? But in the meantime Milo reaches here to meet him. Milo notices that now Morbius is the first. He is better than her and is able to walk as well. He asks her secret, how are you all right? Have you used that serum? Does it really work? Morbius, I need the serum too. But then Morbius tells him that serum is nothing more than a deadly poison. I have been cruel to a person, you cannot imagine. What happened to me these days, I can't help you at all. A fight ensues between the two. Milo repeatedly asks him to give the serum, but Morbius does not give it to him. After which Milo leaves from there, but after some time Morbius learns that someone working in the lab has died. After the death all his blood was consumed when the police investigation, if it happens, where the police suspects Morbius itself. Such an incident happened on the ship where Morbius was present. After this incident, the police also starts to feel that maybe when he is in his poor form, then he killed my lab application, because whenever Morbius is formed, he has no control over his body at all. And so much of the matter starts to clear, and when the police is about to be caught about the investigation, he tries to escape from them, but somehow the police catch him, after which he is kept in the police station, and at the same time, his old friend Lucius comes to meet him, and he also has a stick and a blood bag in his hand. Seeing this and leaving it there, while leaving, it becomes clear to Morbius that somewhere Lucius must have ejected the same serum in his body, due to which he has been able to completely rehabilitate his body again. Now it becomes clear to Morbius that the employee who died in his lab was not because of his own time but because of Lucius. It was because of becoming that Lucius could not kill more people to satisfy his hunger for blood. So Morbius escapes from prison. After leaving here, Morbius goes straight to his best friend Lucius and explains to him that you have become a scoundrel, tries hard to convince him. He says that I can help him. He does not believe a word of him. Rather, whoever comes in front of him, I kill him. Lucius makes an offer to his friend, that is, Morbius, that we have such a power that no one in the world has. If we both work together, don't know what we can do, but Morbius refuses to accompany him. Gives Lucius wanted them to join him, but now that he knew that his wish is not going to be fulfilled, and he makes every effort to get Morbius caught in the hands of the police or ends, and he slowly starts making some such incidents, but this thing is now with Morbius too. So he goes to his lab and makes such a serum that after injecting it into the body could return to its earlier form. It was going to be used on Morbius. Lucius, on the other hand, Lucius had become even more brutal. Because he had made himself even more by drinking human blood. The hunger to kill people does not end here. Kills his own doctor and at the same time makes Martin half dead. The simple reason behind this was Morbius had used synthetic blood, but while on the other hand Lucius was alive on human blood. Here Martin tells Morbius that Lucius will have to be stopped. If you do not do this, then Lucius will rain fury on the whole city. And will kill everyone. If you want to stop Lucius, you must consume human blood. That is why she tells Morbius that you consume my blood. Make yourself strong. End his story here. And even though he does not want to, Morbius consumes Martin's blood so that he can fight Lucius. Where we are shown a strong fight between two great warriors, and now Lucius's health as well as his strength was stronger than Morbius and was beating Morbius every time. Meanwhile Morbius comes to know that he has another stand as to talk to the bats and come to connect with them. Give any work of your own accord. And with the help of all those Batman, Morbius makes a powerful attack on Lucius and Lucius falls on the same, and he goes to him and made his own. Serum is injected into his body. As soon as he injects it, Lucius is killed, after which Morbius leaves from there. And at the same time, in the next day, we see Martin, who was earlier in a state of impure and she had rehabilitated herself, that is, Morbius-like power had come in her, whose region Lucius was left dead. If he drank her whole blood, she would have been killed. But the vampire had communicated with the DNA in a degraded condition, and it was this region that she too had become a vampire, and the movie ends with it.